Hi everybody. Today I'm going to do a first time fire up of some items I got this week. It's the Mr. Buddy Flex Heater, which can connect to the Mr. Buddy Flex Cooker, and we're going to see how well these things work. And to go along with that, I'm going to use a 20-pound bottle, a 12-foot Mr. Heater hose, the Mr. Heater inline fuel filter that's to be used with the rubber hose, 2 AAA batteries, one for the igniter for the Buddy Flex Cooker and one for the igniter in the Buddy Flex Heater. So I'm going to get the camera flipped around and we're going to get started. Okay, now to get started, I'm going to get the heater ready first. According to the instructions, you open up the side panel. At the compartment, I'm going to place one of my AAA batteries. Put that in there. And inside this door is the quick disconnect for the heater hose for the Buddy Flex Cooker. So the way that attaches, you have a hose. It's kind of similar to an air compressor hose fitting, and just that one like that. And that should have you attached to your hose, to your heater. It's kind of a little bit of a cumbersome setup here with this hose and trying to keep things organized on the table. But I'll have to work this backwards, so please bear with me a little bit. Make sure the knobs are all in the off position before I hook up the gas. Okay, now it's recommended that when you're using a rubber hose to connect a 20-pound bottle to your heaters, that you use this inline fuel filter. This one's a Mr. Heater fuel filter, and that attaches right here. You just got to snug that up by hand. You don't have to kill it. And you don't use any other pressure regulators. This is regulated at 1 pound of pressure right here. This is pressure regulator on this model, so you don't have to run a regulator from the bottle. And this is the Mr. Heater 12-foot hose, and it comes with a little, call it like a little thumb wheel that you can tighten your connection up to the bottle by hand. And this is the left-hand thread on the bottle, so you turn this counterclockwise to tighten it. And the same here, you don't have to kill it. Just tighten it up snug so it's not leaking. And they do recommend that when you're attaching the bottles to the heater that you always do it outdoors. You don't do it inside, and you always do it away from any flame source or anything that might cause an accident. Okay, right there, that's good. Leave that on there for now. Attach this to our, okay, take that off there. filter had a protective cover over the nipple, and I had to remove that first. So this is kind of a pain. So don't want to cross thread it. Okay, there we go. Got it. Can you just tighten that by hand? So right there. These are set up with the 12-foot hose. I'm going to move this around so I can work a little easier. Here. Feet off the side here. Cooker right about there. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh, perfect. All right. Now I can see. Okay, in order to get the heater started, put down on that button. Oops, first you got to turn the gas on, that would help. Whoop. Press down on that for a few seconds to let some gas come up to the pilot. And then hit the igniter. Having a little bit of a problem here. I'll be right back. See if I can get this started. Okay, that took forever and a day to get that pilot light lit. I had to hold down on the gas adjustment knob and the igniter button at the same time and just keep that darn thing sparking and going until the thermocouple could just heat up enough to keep the thing running, and it was a real pain in the ass. But show you right here that that pilot light finally got lit and we're in business. So I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. Okay, I have it on high at first. Get it warmed up. It's nice. See how it warms the porch up here a little bit. This is enclosed with some plastic to keep the wind and the weather out, but on the high setting of 11,000 BTUs, this should Should be nice out here on a day like this. Okay, now that's on the low setting. You can turn it off and just leave the pilot run. Turn it back on. Seems to be working fine. These Buddy Flex heaters were on sale on Cabela's website this past week. They're refurbished, and they were selling them at a considerable discount from what they are brand new. I forget what it was, but I know it was less than $160. And then, of course, once I got this, I had to have the other accessories with it, like the cooker, which we're going to get to in a minute. And then I had to get the accessory bag, which holds the heater, the cooker, and has pouches for 3 1-pound cylinders. And of course enough storage for other stuff too, and it has shoulder straps, you can carry it like a backpack. But yeah, that works really good. The downside to it is that you can't use the heater portion and the cooker at the same time. It's all run off this one control, and it's either one or the other. So I'm going to switch this off, and we're going to go over to the Buddy Flex cooker now. Okay, on the bottom of the cooker is where we'll find the compartment for the AAA battery. I hope we don't have to go through the same lengthy experience trying to get the pilot lid on this. It doesn't quite take that long. Okay, so it works. Here, we have to turn the accessory side on. Okay, well this is going to take a little bit to get the pilot lit on this, so I'm going to shut the camera off and be back as soon as I get it lit. Okay, I finally got the burner lit, and it seems to me that you have to have the pilot on the heater running at the same time. So that was just my misunderstanding of the directions. You have to have this turned on, get the pilot lit on the heater, and then you can go ahead and try to light the Buddy Flex cooker. I'd like to see how long it'd take to get a kettle of water boiling on this thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is bring this kettle of water up to a boil, and I'm going to time it and see how long it takes. I'm going to put it on high. We'll be right back. Okay, it's been less than 10 minutes, and as you can tell, the water's starting to boil, so that wasn't too painfully long. And okay. We're going to shut that thing down, and in the instructions, when you shut it down, they recommend you turn the fuel supply to the bottle off first. That way any residual amount in the lines from the hose up to the heaters will be used up and won't be trapped inside the line. So we'll let everything shut down. Okay, it's still going. Pilot light on the flex heater went off. No, it's still going. There we go. Now the burner went off on the cooker. Okay, I'm going to take this hot water and dump it. Like I said, the instructions recommended that you shut everything down at the bottle first and let all this remaining fuel in the lines to get used up by the heaters before you start disconnecting everything. So now what I'm going to do after I let everything cool down is I'm going to disconnect everything in reverse fashion and take that off. Finger off the sparker. Get my hose back in position under here, nice and neat. Let's turn it off. Put the little protective nipple back on the filter. So, what are some of my thoughts about this? Well, I think I got a good deal for myself, and pretty darn sure it's going to come in handy this year when I'm outdoors and need to go camping and I need something to heat with and I need something to cook with. And if you were able to sit through this video, thanks for watching it, and have a great rest of your day.